Okay. Now, let's finish out the last three. All right. In the name of Yahweh, in the name of authority, Yahshua Messiah, in the direction of the Holy Spirit. Let's move on to the eighth emotion. Okay. We were just dealing with guilt just then. We just dealt with guilt. Now we're going to move along to inadequacy and what it's actually telling us the solution for it is. Inadequacy is tells us about solution. We need simply to ask yourself, is this really an appropriate emotion for me to feel in this situation? Sometimes we feel ways that aren't even appropriate for the settings that we're in, okay? Am I really inadequate? You need to ask yourself. And if you say yes, you're crazy, because you're really not. It's just, you know what I'm saying? You just need some readjustment. Or do I have to change the way I'm perceiving things? That is what you're responsible for. That's where responsibility comes in at. That's on you. That ain't on nobody else, all right? Now, if you're feeling it's justified, the message of inadequacy is that you need to find a way to do something better than you've done it before, okay? Then, number two, for inadequacy, you need to evaluate whether you feel inadequate, appreciated, or to the encouragement to improve. Remind yourself that you are not perfect and that you don't need to be. Get out of that perfectionist mindset, all right? That's gaslighting. Trust me, if you believe you have to be perfect or somebody done told you, they're gaslighting you, man. Stop it, man. Stop the madness right now, okay? All right. Okay, number three of inadequacy, the solution. Find a role model, someone who is effective in the area that you feel adequate, and get some coaching. Sit back and learn some ideas from somebody who actually is proficient. Somebody that has already went through this stuff you are trying to get over, and they come across in a way that's clear and understandable for you to listen and perceive. Because listening with your ears, you're using a portal. So it's up to you when you get away from everybody to sit down and tabulate in your own mind what you need to change with the information, because can't nobody else make you change. It's only you, all right? Now, number nine, the overload and overwhelm. What are our solutions? The solution here is one, to decide out of all things that you're dealing with in your life, what the absolute most important thing is for you to focus on. Number two, now write down all the things that are most important for you to accomplish and put them in order by priority. Just putting them down on paper will allow you to begin to feel a sense of control over what's going on. Write down your plans. Quit making plans with your mind, because you won't do shit. You'll do what I learned years ago. You'll just pass them off. Every time you get a thought or you get an idea or something you need to do, write it down. Because write it down, you actually are creating what they call an impression with your pen and paper in the ethers, telling the ethers what it is it needs to create. All right, number three. Number three, tackle the first thing on your list that after you've made it, and continue to take action until you've mastered it piece by piece. Everything is a process. Trust me. I've had to learn this firsthand. You know, a lot of it I didn't want it. I didn't have tenacity to want to even involve myself, but somewhere along the line, something in me just said, man, hey, keep it pushing, man. It's gonna be okay. Self-talk helped me pull myself through it, even when I ain't had nobody else, because I didn't have nobody else. I self-talk, and then Yahweh would come in here, come down, and basically make me aware of some things that otherwise I wasn't paying attention to, and that everything wasn't as bad as I was saying. He was allowing me to go through the development. So I had to sit in it, okay? Number four, all right? When you feel it is appropriate to start letting go of your overwhelming emotion like grief, start focusing on what you can control and realize there must be an empowering meaning to it all, even though you can't comprehend it. Yeah. All right. But remember, when we create an environment inside of our minds that has too many intense and simultaneous demands upon us, of course we'll feel overloaded. But we also have the power to change this by focusing on what we can control, dealing with it one step at a time. Okay, and then finally, let me see here. Okay, and then finally, the last one would be the one I talked about. That there's a lot of time it takes a lot of people out of here. It's loneliness. Loneliness is in it. We already understand basically what it is because I've read what loneliness is. But here's your solutions to ousting yourself out of this emotion. And the solution here to loneliness is to realize that you can reach out and make a connection immediately and end the loneliness. You don't have to be alone, all right? You just have to find the right people to talk to. Don't talk to people who otherwise will use your emotions to gaslight you, okay? Don't do that. Talk to people that really actually got a genuine concern for what's going on with you. And be careful. Sometimes your best friend is no friend. Sometimes you just gotta tell your secrets and your pains and write them on paper and then burn them. You released them, but you didn't have to express them, all right? The solution, all right? Yes, there are caring people everywhere. The second to the last one, which is identify what kind of connection you need at this time, all right? Do you need an intimate connection? Maybe you just need some basic friendship with someone to listen to you or to laugh and talk with. You simply have to identify what your true needs are. For the time, we don't know what they is. All right, and then lastly, capping this off, all right? Remind yourself that what's great about being lonely is that it means I really care about people and I love to be with them. I need to find out what kind of connection I need with somebody right now and then take an action immediately to make it happen. All right, then take immediate action to reach out and connect with someone. Me personally, I don't care to be around nobody. I really, really, really don't, man. Some of my best moments are in solitude, in peace and quiet, where there's not another breathing human being around me. I'd rather have the birds. I'd rather have the water pushing, the ground flourishing, the wind. I'd rather have that on any given day, but I know the work that I am here to do in this lifetime that I come back to requires me to be a little bit more on deck and involved in what I sometimes like to be. But nonetheless, guess what? I step out of my comfort box because Yahweh, my Father, tells me that, hey, let's get it. So even I am pushed to do things sometimes out of my comfort zone that I don't want to, but I know I have to. But nonetheless, I love being by myself because when you start to appreciate who you are, you don't mind sitting in your own peace and quiet. It's the most beautiful thing. But look here, collective. I pray that the Holy Spirit guides y'all in hearing this here, because these teachings are finna step it up a notch. Now that I've got a lot of the basic things to help you combat your fight with your devil energy and dealing with your shadows, there's only a few more things I have to add to this. Then I am going to really go to talking about me, my purpose as a starseed child, a child of light, all right? And how things evolved in my life and how I came back from my dead asleep from thinking that I was just a mere just general person in this world who was just trying to make something happen and it forgot who I actually was. All right, everybody has a talent, never hide it. I love y'all. Peace.